sweetest talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video we're going to do a movie review for Captain America the Winter Sodier. Wow. I mean, wow. Incredible movie, and there's really not too much I can say because while there's a lot of great action in this movie, the story's even better and it flows together very well. If I were to say one thing, then I would be giving away another. But a very, very complete movie. I walk out of there feeling like, as much as I love these other superhero movies and the Spider-Mans and Iron Man, the Avengers, for some reason I left this movie feeling complete. And I think the reason is because we finally got to see a story about Steve Rogers. Not necessarily Captain America. I mean, Captain America and Steve Rogers obviously two of the same person, but what I'm saying is, you know, we couldn't get obviously what it would be like for him to transition to a new world in Captain America, because that's telling the early war tales of the character. The Avengers was a group effort, so you can't really center around one character, although obviously they did favor Iron Man a little bit, but not too much, I thought, in my opinion. Where this movie, you got so many things going on, but it flows good. It flows good. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. I gotta say, from beginning to end, it was just that I don't have much to complain about. I really don't. You know, even having Falcon in the mix felt so natural, like it wasn't forced, you know, because they developed a good rapport with Rogers and the Falcon, and it was just great. Even Scarlett Johansson, who can easily be forgotten in the Avengers movie because of what she is teamed with, a bunch of superheroes, really stood out in this movie. The story is just incredible. Not what I expected. It wasn't too and all shocking, but it's surprising enough that I just can't even really get into it in this review. The only thing I can say is go see this movie. It's got so many different elements about it that I enjoyed. I mean, it's got the action, bar none, but it's really got a great story, and you really feel for Steve Rogers because you almost forget what this man has gone through from the time he became Captain America with the super soldier serum to the time that he just is with S.H.I.E.L.D. and working with them and working with the Avengers and things of that nature. You know, I was really surprised. Like, I kept hearing good things about it, and I expected to see something good based on what I heard, but I really didn't expect it to be this good, especially after the first movie, which I enjoyed, but it was very just kind of blah, you know, like it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. It was just kind of, you know, like down the middle. Some people didn't like it, obviously, but this movie, I mean, really, really good movie. I highly recommend it. Even if you're a DC fan, I would recommend this movie. It's just a great story. Now, you know, I can't really get into anything. There's just so many things that could spoil. I mean, the Winter Soldier is great. The Winter Soldier is phenomenal. The way, you know, the fight scenes were incredible. I mean, Captain in this movie is so much more. You can tell he's got that S.H.I.E.L.D. training going on. You know what I mean? Like, the way he fought in the first movie and the way he fights in this movie are completely different. He's much more aggressive. He doesn't mind dropping the pain on you. You know, he's so aggressive. Like, you would think he could actually kill somebody just like that. But he's Captain America. You know, that's not what he does. And I love the way he utilizes S.H.I.E.L.D. in this movie, like, in so many different ways, other than just throwing it like he did in the first movie. This one, he does certain things with it, takes certain angles. It's just really, really clever stuff. Chris Evans did a phenomenal job. And he, you know, I got to say, I'm really impressed with him. He's come a long way from some of the stuff I've seen. I mean, he really, really has done a good job of adopting the Captain America character. It seems to be taking it very seriously, and he really tries to portray to be Captain America, not some pretty boy, cocky guy. So Anthony Mackie was great, did an excellent job in his supporting role. You know, Robert Redford was fucking awesome. Robert Redford was awesome. I mean, he was great. Robert Redford was very, very impressed with his role as well. Obviously, Samuel L. Jackson, very solid. Kobe Smulders had a very small role, and obviously she's in the movie, but she had a small role. And there's Easter eggs in there. You guys are going to see some stuff that you're going to be like, hey, I know that, or hey, I know that. It's really, really good. Pretty long movie, longer than I expected as well. I would say, let me see, 720... over 2 hours, I believe. Definitely over 2 hours, because our movie started at 7:20, and by the time I got out of there, it was 10 o'clock. And while they showed a good amount of trailers, it wasn't like the movie started at 8. So I would say just a little over 2 hours, definitely. In terms of the trailers, there are a lot of great trailers too. Scarlett Johansson seems to be doing another action flick with Morgan Freeman called Lucy, where she plays someone who seemed to be utilized to transfer something illegally. And what they did was they drugged her, placed it in her stomach, and it seemed to be something that has to do with, I guess, some sort of liquid or anyway. It's a trailer, so you can't really get much. But the fact of the matter is, she gets like she starts to use more than 10% of her brain or whatever. She slowly evolves to using like 100% of her brain, and she gets these crazy powers. Looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Godzilla, they did show the Godzilla trailer again, so that was pretty cool. I didn't expect that because others had said that they didn't see a Godzilla trailer, but I got to see the Godzilla trailer again. Spider-Man, this was a new one, a brand new trailer. I hadn't seen this one before. They showed some pretty different shots, more new stuff. I mean, I'm sure it's probably on the internet. I'm sure it's on YouTube, but I saw one recently, and I thought that was the last one, and now there's this one. But basically in this one, they show a shot of the Rhino and Spider-Man kind of running at each other head on. Rhino, he's in the armor, and it's a big Rhino mech. Looks like it's on all fours. So that, Spider-Man, of course. What else did we have? Oh, the X-Men, of course, again. So X-Men, Spider-Man, Godzilla, 3 familiar trailers. Lucy was another one. That's the one with Scarlett Johansson. And I really can't remember some of the other ones. I don't think they were anything worth. I think Transcendence, Interstellar, and yeah, I think that's it. But anyway, guys, Captain America. I really cannot get into the story too much. I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start doing reviews that are spoiler-free and non-spoiler-free. That way, for people who want to just know the meat and potatoes without, because there's some people out there who want that. They like to know what happens in the movie so they can determine whether or not it's worth going to see. And there's some people who like the element of surprise. So maybe going forward, I'll start doing 2 reviews, one with spoilers, one without. But yeah, because I really can't say much about this movie without spoiling it, and I really don't want to spoil it for anybody because it's fun. It was very fun. Definitely some emotional moments that you just feel so bad for this guy. You just can't help but just say, man, poor dude. But there's times that he just makes you feel like he really makes you feel good to be an American. Like this is Captain America. This is like him, like out there and putting himself out there. There's no Iron Man stealing the show and none of that. And to be quite honest, I got to say, I thought this was better than the Iron Man movies. And that's not taking anything away from Robert Downey Jr. because he's still great as Tony Stark. But in terms of this movie, how it flows, the story, the cohesiveness, the action, it just went together so well. And just a bunch of good actors. Obviously, Robert Redford. Anthony Mackie has improved a long, long way since being Papa Doc. For those of you who know about that. Obviously, Scarlett Johansson is, in this particular movie, I was really impressed with her. Samuel L. Jackson, of course, and then this is a great supporting cast of other characters. Go check out the movie, guys. I mean, I can't tell you anything. You got to go see it. There's great Easter eggs. It was a fantastic story that connects so well that if I tell you even one hint of something small, it's going to spoil everything else. 2 Easter eggs at the end credits. One of them I've made a video about. Many of you probably have seen it. But just for the sake of being careful, I won't say that. But there's a mid-credit and then there's an end credit. And that's it, man. Go check out Captain America, the Winter Sodier. That shit is off the chain. It's probably the sleeper hit of the year. And I mean that. I know I'm excited about Godzilla, but I think even Godzilla is expected at this point to do well. I don't think people expected much out of Captain America, so that's why I'm saying, to me, sleeper hit of the year, because this shit was real. Avengers Age of Ultron is going to have to really... it's a good movie, guys. Go check it out. I was so impressed. But anyway, this is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page. You're watching ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video we're going to do a movie review for Captain America the Winter Sodier. Wow. Wow. Incredible movie, and there's really not too much I can say because while there's a lot of great action in this movie, the story's even better and it flows together very well. If I were to say one thing, then I would be giving away another. But a very, very complete movie. Just, I walk out of there feeling like, as much as I love these other superhero movies and the Spider-Mans and Iron Man, the Avengers, for some reason I left this movie feeling complete. And I think the reason is because we finally got to see a story about Steve Rogers. Not necessarily Captain America. I mean, Captain America and Steve Rogers are obviously two of the same person, but what I'm saying is, you know, we couldn't get, obviously, what it would be like for him to